I don't give a crap what you say. You can... Okay, now,
there it is again.
I can talk like that. It's the First Amendment. Violating the rules of the court. You are
disorderly conduct because the words, as a matter of law, are not fighting words. Now, you will be seeing a letter from me, a demand letter for violating my client's rights just now, because he has the right to say, I've gone for it.
You're going to go to jail for this.
Oh, you're going to arrest me? Oh, you're going to arrest me? Okay, so under the threat of arrest, you just filed.
I let you speak however you want to speak. The reason that you go to council and you can speak, no. The reason you could go in there and speak and use the language you did this past Monday is because I fought for your ability to do so in meetings with council. Okay? Because people feel like there needs to be a decorum in council. I agree, there should be a decorum. And you should have better couth about you when fighting your argument if you got a good argument to stand on.
I had a great argument.
But if you want to act that way and you want to cuss and be disparaging to people, that's your God-given right to do that during 100%. Your 3 minutes. 100%. And I support that wholeheartedly. But when it's public comment and you want to have your 3 minutes, those are your 3 minutes. You can do whatever you want.
I owe you some apologies. One, for the way I dress. As a professional, I've neglected to come to these meetings appropriately dressed, perhaps not looking like your definition of a professional I've worn. Unfortunately, I don't have the access to the city's credit card that the chief does. I can't buy a $1,200 suit. I should have listened. I didn't take the time to see things from a tyrant's perspective. I apologize. They're smarter alone on their worst days than all of us are collectively on our best days. When he said, "Stop talking and just sue me." Okay, Chief, here we go. All right. I think by now y'all know who I am.
It's never too much, never too much, never too.
All right, this is Murph Almighty with Blacklight TV, checking in with another video. I got an update on the lawyer CJ Grisham. I know all you guys been waiting to find out about this. It's not a big update that you know right now, but it's just an update, the latest thing that I found. Okay, I found another video and I found another article.
All right. I think by now y'all know who I am. So, this right here might come as a surprise to you. This is my Leosa identification card. What does that mean? I am retired law enforcement. I haven't told you guys that before, have I? Because that's not a part of my identity. What did I do? I was a federal counterintelligence special agent. I focused on national security crimes. I investigated national security crimes across this country and around the world. What are national security crimes? Sedition, treason, espionage, terrorism, counter-narcotics. That's what I did. I investigated terrorist organizations for a living. You only get this card if you are retired law enforcement. That's me. So if you think that I don't know what I'm talking about when I come here and I talk about the things that this city is doing in violation of people's rights, you might want to pay a little bit of attention. I might know what I'm talking about. I know how to investigate, Chief. I know how to look into stuff. I know how to defend my clients because I wasn't always an attorney. I've been in law enforcement, like Chief, since I was 20 years old. Almost 30 years. You have a problem on your hands with your police chief. Because since we filed our lawsuit against you guys, guess what? People are coming out of the woodwork. You might want to clean your house pretty quickly. They're coming out of the woodwork against your chief, against some of you. I hope you're worried. You should be. Against your city manager. All it took was one high-profile case to get people to start talking around here because you think you can violate people's rights. You think I'm some podunk, 2-year, nobody attorney who doesn't know what he's talking about. You know, your chief is batting 0 right now. Every single charge against Mr. Followell has been dismissed. And did you know that he actually contacted the State Bar of Texas and tried to issue a bar complaint against me And he lost that too? Why? Because one, he lied. And trust me, my lawsuit hasn't been filed yet, but it's coming, so you're on notice. Once I'm done with Jason Followell, you better believe I'm coming at you. But my focus is on my client right now. Your chief has now also filed bogus criminal charges against us, and those are going to fail as well. Do something.
So basically, no trial date is set in the free speech lawsuit against the Killeen officials. But I will tell you what I have found out. So I'm gonna read you this article real quick. It just says basically on June 25th, Temple-based attorney CJ Grisham filed a suit against the city of Killeen, Mayor Debbie Nash King, City Mayor Kent Cagle, Councilwoman Nina Cobb, former Councilman Wilkerson, and Assistant Police Chief Alex Gearhart, which we already know, alleging that they violated the rights of 5 residents he represents: Annika Nigel, Michael Fornino, Melissa Brown, Cameron Cochran, and James Everett. Now, the lawsuit alleges 5 counts of civil rights violations, especially the First Amendment, but also the 14th Amendment violation of due process. The plaintiffs are demanding $1 million. The case has been assigned to U.S. District Judge Alan D. Albright in Western District of Texas in Waco. On July 24th, waiver of service documents were filed by all 6 defendants in the suit. It also says that Friday, no trial date has been set and no hearings have been held or scheduled so far. The lawsuit has consisted of war of words as both sides hash out their arguments in legal briefs. The city filed its motion to dismiss the lawsuit on August 22nd. In the 20-page motion, the defendants argue a city council meeting is a limited public forum, which means that plaintiffs' First Amendment rights could not have been violated. Plaintiffs allege various incidents at city council meetings and other meetings or gatherings in which they claim that their rights were violated, according to the city's motion. But a city council meeting is not a wide open public forum, and viewpoint neutral limitations are appropriate. The vast majority of plaintiffs' complaints relate to city officials allegedly enforcing rules for the conduct of city council meetings, such as limiting comments to agenda items, limiting comments to time allotted, and refraining from personal attacks on city officials. City council meetings are not wide open public forums meant to accommodate unlimited public speech, but they are for performance of government functions. Do you agree with that? I think free speech is free speech. I don't know if that's depending on where you are. They have limitations on that free speech, but I don't know about in that sense. But let me know in the comments. It begins by quoting William Jennings Bryan, an American politician who lived in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. The government being the people's business, it necessarily follows that its operations should be at all times open to the public view. Publicity is therefore as essential to honest administration as freedom of speech is to representative government. Equal rights to all and special privileges to none is the maxim which should control in all departments of government. He then argues that the city's motion should be denied and that the process of discovery or production of evidence should begin. Defendants are asking the court to dismiss this case so that they can continue to trample upon the free speech rights of plaintiffs unchallenged. According to the response, defendants have created, enforced not only an unconstitutional policy they call rules of decorum, but a policy that blatantly violates Texas law, specifically the Open Meetings Act. Nowhere in plaintiff's complaint do they suggest that a city council meeting is a wide open public forum. There is no such thing as, under modern American jurisprudence, jurisprudence, Oh, I say that right. On September 18th, Grisham filed another document known as a surreply to the city's motion to dismiss. The city then filed a response to that surreply on September 25th, which is the last document filed so far. Now, the allegations that they have are is a 30-page lawsuit originally filed by Mr. Grisham in June, details alleged violations of freedom of speech. Particular attention is given to the allegations of the freedom of speech for whom document alleges were often interpreted by Nash King for not being on the agenda. Grisham argues these interruptions violate his First Amendment rights. There's a little more here. It's 9 pages dedicated to Fornino by the largest complaint. During the July 5th, 2022 City Council workshop on economic development, Mr. Fornino, he mentioned Defendant Wilkerson in the public comments. Defendant Nash King immediately cut him off, saying, "Sir, do not call council members out." Mr. Fornino was denied his right to criticize elected officials, according to this lawsuit. The lawsuit also mentions an incident last year where Wilkerson got off the days to confront Fornino after he insinuated that Wilkerson was responsible for a mass shooting that happened at Fort Hood, which has since been renamed Fort Cavazos. The Herald continues to follow the lawsuit. I'm going to try to keep up with it too. Let me know. I know that's probably not enough for some of you guys, but I can't make it move forward. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. Thank you for checking out Blacklight TV, Never Too Much Podcast. Till next time, I'll keep you informed. Peace.
Turn it on. Turn it on. Listen up. Welcome to the show. It's Blacklight TV. Current vibes, all the news that you need. In this world changing, keep your soul light. Stay with us, we'll get you through the night. Turn it on.